57.
Hello, everyone. If you can, please mute your mics as you enter.
You went back up there in that game. Let's go.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
More parents coming in.
Mhm.
Okay. Got a few more people in the waiting room, trying to admit them.
It's saying me my name up there. It's saying me my name up there.
If you will, please mute your microphones.
It's saying me my
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ms. Franklin, and I'm the team lead and one of the math teachers here at Sugar Creek Charter School. Thank you for joining our open house today. We will do our best to answer all of your questions, and feel free to make sure that if any other questions you may have, please put it in the chat. Please make sure that your microphones are muted, and I present to you at this time our admin team at Sugar Creek.
Let me see your face.
Greetings, new and returning students, parents, and guardians. I am Ms. Leverett, the middle school principal for grades 5 through 8. Welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. We are so excited to see everyone. Before we get started with our open house, I would like to take a moment to introduce the middle school administrative staff. We'll start with Ms. Gaddy.
Hello, and welcome to a year of adventure and learning. My name is Melissa Gaddy, and I am the ELA Curriculum Facilitator for grades 5 through 8. My primary role is to support teachers as they offer quality and engaging ELA instruction that aligns with the North Carolina Standard Course of Study.
Hello, and welcome to the new school year. My name is Shira Everett, and I'm the ELA instructional coach. I will be working with the teachers as they help your scholars grow and develop this year.
Good afternoon, parents and students. My name is Karina Livingston, the curriculum facilitator and instructional coach for science, PBL science, and social studies. And I look forward to working alongside all of you as we navigate virtual learning. And as the sign says behind me, we will do whatever it takes to ensure your student success.
Good day, Sugar Creek family. I'm Ladell Maynard, the testing coordinator and instructional coach for PBL Science and Social Studies. My role is to work with teachers to improve instruction, and I look forward to having a great school year.
Greetings, Sugar Creek families. My name is Angela Morrow, and I am the middle school math curriculum and instructional coach for grades 5 through 8. My role is to support our teachers and students in making this school year a success in the area of mathematics.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Karon Wilson. I am the curriculum facilitator and math instructional coach here at Sugar Creek. I will be working with our middle school math team to ensure that your students receive the highest level of mathematics instruction this year.
Greetings, Sugar Creek Wildcat family. My name is Andy Samuel, and I am your middle school dean of students. My primary role is to ensure consistent student attendance, academic achievement, and positive behavioral expectations while we are online.
Parents and students, I do want to emphasize the importance of your child or children being present for online instruction each day. We have put together an instructional plan for students to learn and grow academically just as they would if they were in the building. But in order for this to happen, we need for all of our students to participate in live class instruction each day. Our teachers will discuss the attendance policy during their presentation, so I'll pause here. Welcome again, students. We will see you online on August 17th at 8 a.m.
Okay, and that was our admin team. And now I'm going to introduce to you our 7th grade team. Our 7th grade team consists of 2 pods. Give me a second for the video to go off. On the first pod, we have myself, the team lead, and I'm one of the math teachers. We have Mr. Javis, the PBL and Social Studies and Civics. We have Ms. Dowles, which teaches ELA, Mr. Jackson, which also teach ELA, and those are the members of our Pod 1 team. Pod 2 consists of Ms. Mays, the math teacher, Ms. Leek, the PBL and science teacher, Ms. Abibi, ELA, and Ms. Bennett, a math teacher. Now we'll turn it over into Mr. Javis' hands.
Good afternoon, everybody. Mr. Javis, Social Studies, Civics, PBL. Now I have the honor of reading the family expectations. By now, everyone knows that the norms are, of course, once you get online and announce otherwise, that the parents should take safety precaution with their kids being online. There are a few things that we are asking parents to be aware of during that time. Please make sure that your child is fully dressed in school appropriate tops and bottoms during all live Zoom classes. because they also are being recorded. It is imperative that students are dressed properly. Socks, shoes, and the other uniform things aren't necessarily needed. However, we do want to make sure that the student is wearing appropriate things. So while we were in the building, if you went to Sugar Creek last year, if it wasn't appropriate for dress down, then it wouldn't be appropriate for class online. So we want to make sure things such as pajamas, robes, hair scarves, do-rags, the tissue paper, all of those types of things are not permitted on the camera during school sessions. While we all understand that everybody is sitting at home during these sessions, they are being recorded, and that we ask if you could minimize the noise in the background. Your children will be online. Sometimes they will have to go off of mute to answer questions. So we just want to make sure that they are in a safe place with no music, inappropriate music, TVs, loud talking, or adults doing what they are doing. All right. Also, part 2. All right. Please also allow your child to do their work independently. As educators, as their teachers, we just want to see what they can do on their own, and I get it. As those are your babies, you want to help out, but the way that we are better to assist them and assess them is to see what they can do on their own. Please refrain from asking any questions about your child, his or her instructions during our live sessions. Teachers, we will host office hours every day, and that's where we will discuss any concerns that you or your family may have pertaining to your child's well-being. Please be patient and flexible as we all embark this new journey of learning digitally. Also, this is a suggested family schedule. All right. So we want to sort of kind of make sure that even though we're at home, that we're still moving about of our day. All right. So I know the word says be about your father's business. From 7 to 7:30, it says wake up. Possibly you could carry out your morning hygiene routine, get dressed for school. About 7:30 to 7:50, you will eat breakfast. 7:50 to about 8 o'clock, that's where you will go ahead and start logging in. Go ahead and set your computer up, have it on while you're possibly eating, because at 8 o'clock, we're gonna be right on the camera ready to teach. So we wanna make sure that we're on time. Live instruction will go from 8 to 12:30. Then lunch will be from 12:30 to 1. Now, from 1:10 to 3:15, this is where we would either be doing small groups with your kids. We will possibly be doing one-on-one meetings with the kids or parents if need to, because during our office hours, this is also times where your scholars could be finishing up their homework or classwork. They could be studying. So they should always be doing something up until 3:15. And then at 3:15, we will ask that, of course, that they start charging their computers so that it's fully charged for class to start promptly at 8 o'clock. And then you have from 3:15 to 9 o'clock to enjoy the rest of your evening. And preferably, if you go to sleep at 10 o'clock, that's about 9 hours of sleep. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. My name is Ms. Leek. I'm the PBL science teacher. I will be going over how to help your students to set up a great workspace. So make sure that it's a comfortable seating. A table or desk with a chair is ideal. Please refrain from working on your bed. Make sure that there's bright lighting away from distractions, and make sure that it's the same space every day.
9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1
If you
p.m.
will, please.
to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. At this time, you may dial.
Next slide. All right, so the student expectations. Student expectations include attend live class sessions on Zoom daily, log in each Zoom class session on time, and be on camera. Complete and submit assignments by the due date. If absent from a session due to an emergency or connectivity issues, watch the recorded class video and submit all required assignments by the due date. Remain muted unless speaking. Make sure that your computer or your iPad is charged. Have the materials at hand. That means your pencil, your paper, etc. Use the restroom before class and or when transitioning between classes, which you'll see that once you get your schedule, which we'll talk about that later. And if there is a question, use the chat box and send it only to the teacher unless otherwise directed. Dress in school appropriate clothing during the Zoom sessions. Use appropriate language in class, chats, and inboxes. All questions and comments should be related to content and work in an area that's free of background distractions while on Zoom. These are the content-specific programs. So these are all of the things that we'll be using for our classes. Canvas, Nearpod, iReady, Mastery Connect, and Eureka Math in Sync.
Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Miss Mays and I teach math on the second pod. So some of the websites that Ms. Leek just listed may seem unfamiliar to you, but during the first few weeks of school, we will get you guys very comfortable with them. So on the first day of school, we will use, we'll do a training on Canvas, iReady, on Canvas and iReady, right? And then on the second day of school, we will practice the technology specific to each class. So for math, we would use Eureka. On that Tuesday, we will use Eureka to get comfortable with it. On the third day and the fourth day of school, you guys will take a diagnostic test so that your teachers can see what skills you have mastered and what we need to do to help you be successful this school year. So I will go over the schedule again, just in case you missed it. From 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, we will have first block. From 9:10 to 10:10, we will have specials. From 10:20 to 11:20, you'll go to second block. 11:30 to 12:30, you'll go to third block. From 12:30 to 1 o'clock, we have 30-minute lunch break. From 1:15 to 2:45, we'll have small groups. So if you recognize that you have some problems in class or that you need extra assistance, that will be the time to get that. It will be a group setting, so there will be more than one student. But if you need one-on-one attention, from 2:45 to 3:15, we can give you that one-on-one attention that you desire. Or that is a time for parents to call us on our Google numbers so we can have conferences about students.
Hi, I'm Miss Abibi. I teach ELA for Pod 2. I will be talking about attendance and etiquette for online learning. Daily attendance is required for remote instruction. Please note that attendance will be taken by teachers and recorded in PowerSchool each day. Students will be counted as present if they attend live class sessions on Zoom for each block, each of your subject areas, and students who have limited access to the internet will be counted as present if they attend a scheduled check-in session with their teachers by using Google Voice. So if you're struggling or having any connectivity issues, please reach out to your teachers immediately and we'll get that worked out for you. Students will be counted as present if they watch the recorded videos of the live class sessions and also complete and submit all assignments by the original due date. Okay, if a student is not able to attend a live class session due to being sick or a family emergency, they'll be counted as present if they watch the recorded videos of the missed class sessions and also complete and submit all missed assignments. Etiquette for successful remote learning. As we said earlier, we will be having a live class Zoom session, so please be on time for those. Dress in school appropriate clothing during those sessions and use appropriate language in the chats and inboxes, just like you would if you were at school, Okay, and please work in an area that's free of background noise and distractions so that you can focus and get the most out of all your classes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Jackson, and I teach English for Pod 1. And I'll be talking to you about tips for successful remote learning. The first one is attend live class sessions on Zoom daily and make sure you're on time. Get at least 8 hours of sleep each night. Eat breakfast each morning before class. Use earbuds or headphones to minimize background noise. And make sure you study your content daily and complete all assignments.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ms. Dowles. I am also one of your ELA teachers for Pod 1. How can we help? If there's any time that you may need help for computer and hotspot support, you can email our technology help desk at sccssupport@thesugarcreek.org. For PowerSchool setup, there's a link that you guys can go to for more assistance. Remote class details, you can visit your Canvas class page. And also for general remote instruction information, you can log on to www.thesugarcreek.org. If you do not have any internet access, you can call us at 704-509-5470. Also this year, your 7th grade supplies consist of a spiral notebook, pens and pencils, a computer, calculator, and earbuds.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Miss Hardy, and I'm the middle school ELA interventionist. I will be working along with Miss Bishop, who is the math interventionist. And let me tell you a little bit about intervention. So what intervention is at Sugar Creek is a team that works with your child to support them in specific areas. So we work with math, reading, and we also have someone who works with ESL. Based on what they are learning in class to better prepare them for success in the classroom, overall subject area and skills, and end of grade tests. We use differentiated instruction based on the MTTS system, where students are screened in classrooms and through assessments to qualify to receive these levels of support, which are given in small groups. This structure is 100% data-based instruction and monitoring. So the way the intervention works, your students will have their core classes throughout the day. Our intervention will start at 12:30 and it will go through 3 o'clock. Once again, our instruction is differentiated and is based on each individual student's needs. With intervention, we do weekly progress monitoring, and there are 3 ways that students can qualify to be in intervention. The first way is they are returning to the same grade level. The second one is they participated in intervention last year. And the third way is they are referred to intervention through the EC department.
Hello, everyone. Hola a todos. My name is Mr. Saunders, and I'm the ESL teacher for grades 6 through 8. I'm so excited to be working with everyone this year. If you don't know what ESL is, it is English as a Second Language support, and this is offered from Sugar Creek for students who may speak a different language at home. We have students that have basic English skills, and we have students in ESL that are very advanced in English. So it's for all different levels of students. It just supports them in the areas of English, such as speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Also for any parents who speak a different language at home, I'm able to speak Spanish. So if you ever need any assistance in Spanish, if you prefer that over English, then I'm happy to help, as well as parent communication and support with teachers and students as well. In ESL, we help support students in all of their classes, all of their core classes, and their support time for ESL will be given every day during that small group time for instruction that you saw on the schedule. That small group time for ESL for 7th grade will be given at 1:45 every day until 2:20 p.m. every day on Zoom for ESL students. If you're a previous ESL student, welcome back. If you're new to Sugar Creek, then welcome. And if you are a parent who thinks your child may need ESL support, then feel free to email me at the email provided, Saunders, SAUNDERS.Jeremy@thesugarcreek.org, or you can also contact me through the Google Voice number. We will also have a separate ESL open house next week. So look out for information from the school, and on the school website, you will be receiving a phone call also for that information. Thank you. And I'm so excited to work with everyone this year.
We're excited about the year and look forward to seeing you and your student to orientation on our first day of school. We will now fill out the parent contact form that should be provided in our chat so that your child may receive their schedule. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to put them in the chat, as well as you can just unmute yourself and ask them. Any questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
If I need, if my daughter has a laptop already and I want to make sure that her laptop is compatible with the programs that you guys are going to be using, will I be able to bring it up to the school before the first day of school, or should I wait?
All of our programs are web-based, so as long as she has internet, she will have access to the programs.
Okay.
Okay. How do I make the
Hi, I wanted to fill
Hello.
out parent information and I just don't see it in the chat. Where would you like for us to type in?
We're actually trying to get it in the chat as we speak.
Okay.
Link. I'm sorry.
It's coming. I just sent it, so she's gonna push it out right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yes, at the end of last year, with the virtual learning, a lot of the teachers they taught, and then at the end of each teaching session, they had assignments due, and they had the assignments due like at 3:15 or 4:30. And my question is, if a lot of the parents are at work and the student needs help, are they going to be given these times to turn in assignments, or are they going to be given like homework, whereas they can get the parent to help after work?
Per state regulations for all K-12 students, we had to allow students to the next day of class to complete that assignment. So if your child has an 8 o'clock class, they have till 8 o'clock the next morning to complete it. If they have a 9 o'clock class, they have until 9 o'clock. So they have to complete the work before the beginning of the next class.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I have a question. I'm not sure if they can hear me.
We can hear you.
Okay. Okay, with Zoom, with the Sugar Creek Charter, or is this the way that my daughter be able to log in through Sugar Creek Zone, or is it a certain other way that she needs to log in as well as to do her work? I'm not sure if she got this, because I know that we had to log in this way to get on with the open house. So would she still be able to go on to y'all internet and be able to log in that way? Or she got to go to the Zoom app to download it in order to log in?
So that question depends on whether she's going to be accessing Zoom via a tablet, a cell phone, or a laptop. So if you have a tablet or a cell phone, you have to download the app. But if you have a computer, a desktop, or a laptop, you will log in through the Zoom web base, and you can download Zoom onto a laptop web base, but if you have a tablet or a phone, you have to go through the app.
Okay, because we do have the laptop. So she just can she log in through sugarcreekcharter.org, or does she need to download it as far as the app part?
If she's going to be on the laptop, by the end of day Friday, parents will receive a phone call from one of their teachers to collect information pertaining to send a schedule out to parents, and the Zoom links will be located in the schedule for the student that is sent to the parent email. So you'll get the Zoom links for all of your children's teachers by Friday from the first block teacher of your student.
Okay. Okay. So,
Good afternoon. I have a question to all. As far as the uniforms is concerned, is this going to still be the same process as the top shirts? They have to wear the top uniform shirts.
Mr. Javis, would you like to take this one since that was actually your slide? Sure.
Thank you, sir. Great question. No, they don't. Now, they are permitted to wearing their uniform shirt if you want, but they can also wear anything that they would have wore that's school appropriate, that if it was a dress down day. So a t-shirt is fine to wear or whatever. Of course, not something with, let's say, weapons on it or,
Gotcha.
you know, yeah. So long as you don't see that kind of stuff, that's what it is.
Oh, he'll be in his regular uniform shirt. That's a copy. Have a great one, y'all.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I have a question. Hi, Mr. Javis.
Hey, Mom.
How you doing?
Focus.
I know. I just wanted to know when will we find out what pod our children are the child is in, or has it already been broken down, or will it just come out in the schedule?
It's already been broken down. Your child's first block teacher will contact you by end of day Friday, and they will email you a schedule by the end of day Friday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, I have a question. I was just wondering, will the communication be better? Because I know last year when you're trying to contact teachers, no one would ever respond back through email or anything. And I mean, I know that no one was expecting this to happen. And I know we all virtual, so I know y'all have office hours. I was just wondering, would it be better this year as far as the communication?
Ms. Franklin?
Well, the communication for what the 7th grade usually do is we give you a 24-hour time, but during that, 1:15 to 3:15 time, you can also log into any teacher's Zoom page or kids page and get information or contact the parents
Sit down.
at that time. You don't have to wait, but if you email and we don't get back to you, but we definitely are supposed to get back to you within the 24 hours.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And also, Mom, I think a lot of us, sorry, Ms. Morrow, a lot of teachers in 7th grade have set up Google numbers, and I believe those will be in our syllabus, so you will definitely have that. So yes, to answer your question, in 7th grade, we're about communication.
I would like to also add to that statement. Last year from March until June, teachers were not required to use their personal cell phones for personal safety reasons. And so if you were calling to the school, the teachers were not at the school, so there was a delay in the message because the message had to go through multiple people before it did come to the teacher. This year, this is actual school for the state of North Carolina. And so we're bound by the same things that we would normally do in a regular school year if we were in the building. So the 24-hour turnaround time will be this time around as well. And then most teachers will have a Google Voice number. In addition to that, we have also purchased for the school a Remind app that allows you to text teachers up into a specific point during the day and night. So there'll be 3 forms of communication: Google Voice, regular email, and a Remind text app. In addition to that, the Canvas system, that learning management system that we are using this year, has a parent feature. So you can see the teacher's schedule, you can see your student's calendar, and it also allows a feature for you to email teachers directly through the learning management system. And it also allows you to be a viewer in your student's class, so you can see the work that the students have to do, whether or not they turned it in, what's coming up next. So it's a different system this time.
To add to that, there will be a link on Canvas to PowerSchool as well, so that parents can be updated on assignments and grades that way too, right? Yep.
This will be my last question. What happened if some of the links, because I think my son had a problem with this, what happened if some of the links doesn't work to connect to the actual online classes, the passcodes?
So last time we used Google Classroom and teachers had to physically create everything themselves. This time is a learning management system that is purchased K-12 for all of Sugar Creek Charter students, and it is through the school. So all students will have a Canvas account. The middle school and elementary students will all have an iReady account. So those things, just like we had PowerSchool last year, so all of those things have been integrated together. And so it won't be an issue with them missing a link because it comes through PowerSchool.
That's a good copy. Thank you much.
Not only that, on Canvas and in our syllabus, we provide the students with our Google numbers and our email addresses. So if you put that responsibility on your student, like, hey, you couldn't get access to your work, you can text your teacher right now. Like, my phone's sitting right next to me. I'll see it and I'll say, oh, I need to let Mr. Fee in.
Thank you very much.
I have a question. I have 2 children. You know, they both go to school. One is in 6th grade, one is in 7th. And if y'all start their classes around the same time with only one device, how do we, you know, get the other child on their class? Or how do y'all do that? How do y'all separate the two? Do one miss a class and then go back onto it later? Or what? How do y'all do that with one device?
So we are one-to-one. We've been giving out devices all last week and several days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week. We want all of our children to have a device individually. So if one of your children has a school device, then your other child is also eligible for a school device. We just need to know. So if you did not let us know that you needed one when the survey went out and you didn't come last week or this week to get one, please contact our front office staff tomorrow and let them know that you need a device, and we can set up a time for you to get one.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. I did let them know though, but I never got, I never saw the information to come and get it until recently. Then I saw that we had missed the dates for it. So.
Okay, well, we can still
check
help
them
you with that.
tomorrow.
Yes, give us a call tomorrow and we can schedule a time. You can speak with anyone in our front office. They can assist you with that.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I had a question.
Okay.
They gave us a device the last semester, and later on they called me asking me if I need another device, which is the laptop. Do I have to turn it on in, or I have to keep this?
Say hi now.
I'm sorry, did you ask if you have to, are you asking if you have to change out the one that you currently have?
Yeah, because I don't know if they knew that they gave me a laptop. Because actually I have one laptop, but the school called me and asked me if I need a laptop. But I already have a laptop, so do I have to turn this in? Or do I have to keep this since they gave it to us last semester?
As long as you have a working laptop that's assigned from our school, you're fine. If it's working, if it's reliable, you're fine. You can keep the one you have. If you have another child that doesn't have one, let us know and we will assign one to that child as well.
Okay, thank you. And one more question. I saw the list for 7th grade, that the list came in. I was trying to take picture of it, but I think she turned it off. So how can I have that list for the 7th grade? Yeah, I was trying to take picture of it.
Also, I see that 30 people have completed the sign-in form, but there are about 90 people in the chat. So if everybody could look in the chat and click the link and fill that out for us, that would be great. Please include your student's first and last name and your first and last name.
She was asking for the schedule, correct, ma'am?
Yes, thank you, sir. That's why I was asking for 7th grade.
You're welcome.
Yes, I had a question.
Okay.
When you have, with me, I have 4 children and, working, and my husband's working. I'm trying to keep up with everybody's assignments, and if I tend to miss an assignment and it's something that needs to be due, and I know how children can be sometimes, I say that they finished it, and if I have a problem trying to find it myself, will you guys notify the parent if they miss an assignment before it gets way too far for them to be able to turn in their work? I just want to know, how did that go by? How would you guys go by, that if it's becoming an ongoing thing?
I guess I can speak on me. I'm one of those teachers that if you miss an assignment, most likely the next day I'm going to call, because that's just a math person and what I do. Every teacher most likely will give you a heads up. I'm not going to say it's the next day, but within that week, to let you know that your child is missing an assignment. So if you, just check your email or answer your phone, I'm pretty sure you'll have something coming through explaining, that your child is missing an assignment, and we definitely don't want them to get too far behind.
Right. Okay. And the schedules, will all the schedules be coming out on Friday?
They will be out by Friday, end of day. So that will be for 5th through 8th grade. In addition to the question before, with the Canvas learning management system that we're using this time around, you will be able to view the classroom just like your student does. So you'll be able to be a viewing non-working participant, so you can see what's coming up next, the calendar, everything that basically your student has access to, except for being able to submit the assignments. You can see that. You can also put in multiple emails in Canvas, and it will send you an email to let you know that your student missed an assignment. There's also the ability for teachers to put in a due date, but also extend the date. So it might be due on a certain day, but it does not go away until several days later, to give students time to make up those assignments.
Okay.
I apologize. The chat is not active, so I can't type into the chat. Thank you.
I have a question. Are you gonna have any assignments where kids gonna need like supplies?
I'm being good, Mr.
If you're gonna have them like draw out pictures and show y'all or anything like that, like do they need any kind of supplies to do stuff like that?
So our supplies list is very minimal, right? Especially for math, like calculator and that kind of thing. And the spiral notebook is really so kids can take notes in math class. That way when we do return in person, they have like physical hard copies of their notes. But the websites that we use, like Nearpod, allow the kids to draw on the screen, and for us to see it live as they do it. So it doesn't require you to purchase anything extra.
Now,
Okay,
I'll chime in, Mom.
Nearpod,
go ahead.
Is that something we're gonna have to download?
No, it's a web-based. It's web-based.
Okay.
To speak on about, I guess, things that they would need, of course, I am, again, Mr. Javis, Social Studies Civics, project-based learning. So I do a lot of projects, not a whole lot, but this first one is the only project that you will have to buy stuff for. I will be going over that project on the 19th. It won't be due until September, I think it's that September 3rd. So they'll definitely have time for it, but I know I want to give a heads up that that's what they will have to do. They will have that project that will be presented. So as they stated, it'll be in Canvas, but I also will be presenting it. So parents, if you could just hold your scholars accountable and be like, hey, what's going on with that project? I would appreciate it if they are in pod 1.
Quick question. The schedule online, is that one safe to go by or just wait for the one that comes out Friday?
They should be the same schedule. The schedule you're going to get on Friday is like your student's specific class schedule.
Yeah, that's the one that I seen on when I logged into the, what was it, on the parent portal, I believe. Because I logged into all 3 computers just to see if they had a schedule on there. And I seen like the teachers' names and things like that. Is that one safe to go by?
For some parents, for some scholars, it may be. There has been some changes. We did add an additional math teacher this week. So some scholars' math teachers may change. Their ELA social studies, PBL social studies, PBL science teachers should remain the same, as well as their specials. But the math teacher may change because we did add an additional person this week.
Okay. Because I did not see a science teacher on hers. So I probably will wait for the final one to come out Friday.
For 6th, 7th, 6th and 7th grade students, they will either have PBL science the first semester or PBL social studies, and then second semester they will switch. So if you saw PBL social studies with Mr. Javis, they will switch to science in semester 2 and vice versa.
Okay, so she has Mr. Javis for first semester. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a quick question.
I got a question.
Okay.
Is Miss Leak pod 1 or pod 2?
2.
Pod 2. All right.
I have an IEP student. I just wanted to know when the schedules come out, will that, her classes for special help will be listed on there, or should I be talking to somebody separate?
Students who receive ESL, EC, or intervention services, they will be in the regular grade level class. However, they will receive their additional support services from 12:30 to 3 o'clock Monday through Thursday or Friday of each week.
Okay.
So they'll actually be in both places.
And she will actually get to know who those teachers are, correct?
Yes, ma'am. We have Miss Hardy, that's intervention, on here already. So it could be, the teacher may be here already, but the ESL, intervention, and EC teachers are also going to contact parents to introduce themselves as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I had a question. My daughter is unable to log in her computer at all.
If you need technical support, you can go to the Sugar Creek website and put in a ticket. However, I can also send that email in the link in the chat if you want to copy it from there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question. My question is,
Thank you.
what about
Hi, I have a question as well. I was wondering if we cannot sign into the parent portal, how will we be able to get the information for that?
There is a link on the SCCS website under the 2020 COVID-19 page that you can also complete a Google form to get some assistance or reset your password or set up your parent portal.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question. And my question is, what about report cards?
Are you speaking of report cards from last school year?
No, I'm talking about this school year, ma'am.
So they'll be electronic more than likely as they were for the end of last school year. Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Question on the, what was that? The open house sign in. I just went on to it. Do I do that for each child when it says do different answers or do answers again? Or how do I do that for both of my children for the sign in?
Do you have 2 7th graders?
No, it's just for 7th graders.
Yeah, that one's just for 7th grade. So I just need you to put your 7th graders information.
Okay, I got you. Thanks.
Hi, I have a question. I'm Jalen's grandmother, and I didn't even get notified about this at all. I just now heard about it because one of the other kids notified her.
Is Jalen in the 7th grade?
Yes.
Okay, so if you look in the chat, there is a link for the sign-in sheet. If you could put your email address in there, that will help us be able to communicate with you more effectively.
Okay, then.
I apologize about you not knowing about this.
Okay, will do.
I have a question. It says the host disable attendee chat.
Wasn't me.
We are updating our security features at this time. So there are sometimes we have to disable certain security features so that when we're sharing the screen, no one is able to write on top of it. So we're updating security features at this time.
All right. Any other questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, my question is, I understand that we doing remote learning and all that, but how would I be able to keep up with her grade average to know exactly if she's doing what she's supposed to do in school and her grade and her level is coming in where it's supposed to be? Is there a website or link that I need to click on to make sure that I have the full understanding of her grade average and her level, what she's supposed to be at?
You will You will be able to see your child or children's grades in PowerSchool. The first week of school is orientation, so we won't have any graded assignments, but you will be able to access those in PowerSchool as you normally do.
Okay, so like Class Dojo, I don't no longer need to log into that or deal with that in any kind of way to actually get in touch with her teachers or to know her grade level. I know it's just school is really starting, but I'm saying it might be December or something, fall or something like that, where I want to know her grade average. I mean, I'm very content and I be in her schoolwork and I want to know, okay, what is Heaven doing? Is Heaven really understanding what's her grade average, what her point scores are? What do she need to do that if she need to upgrade it, what do we need to do to upgrade it? I would just want to know, what do I have to do in order to get in contact or be able to log in, or what do I have to log in to actually see it?
So yes, it will be PowerSchool. And go ahead, Ms. Mays.
I was gonna say this year in 7th grade, like with us being remote, we really want to put a lot of responsibility back on the students, right? Like we want to make sure that the students are taking their learning into their own hands. And it would help us a lot if you knew which websites that we were using. So when we listed the websites, those websites tell you the students' grades, they tell you how to email us, they give you our phone number so that you can call us whenever you have questions. Mastery Connect is a wonderful tool because it actually shows you which standards your student is not successful in. And then iReady helps you and it gives you resources that they can use to study more. That way you don't have to reach out to the teacher for extra credit or extra assignments. So if you could look on those sites, ask your student, hey, your student knows their login. Hey, what's your login? Log into this for me. And you can see their grades. You can see what they're struggling with. You can see the messages that the teacher and the student have gone back and forth with. You can know exactly what kinds of conversations we've had over the computer too.
Okay, and it would be into her link is for Zoom, or is there another link that I can go to get what I'm supposed to get to see that instead of aggravating with the teachers and, and being aggravating with her? Can you restate the link that it would be with?
So
Because I'm sorry, I'm come back to my daughter and her education.
No, you're
I'm a
absolutely
little, okay, what do I need to do? Or Heaven, is you doing what?
Next week, you guys, parents, not next week, but the week after, like the second week of school, it should be prepared by then. We're gonna have a Wildcats parent portal. So it's an actual website that you will be able to go on and access every form of technology that we're using, every application, every platform. So PowerSchool will be on there, Canvas will be on there. It'll tell you the instructions in terms of how to log in, all the links that you will need if you need support, like if you need to sign up for PowerSchool, that will be on that website as well. So it's called Wildcats Parent Guide to Technology. You'll get that information. Mr. Dunn, our technology facilitator, is working on. It's actually called Wildcats Parent Remote Guide. He will have that available for you. He said it should be finished by the end of next week, so I know by week 2 you'll have that. So it'll be a one-stop shop that you can go to and access everything that your children need to access each day and get answers to questions. I'm looking at it now. Currently, we have links on there for PowerSchool, Canvas, iReady, Mastery Connect, Zoom, Wit and Wisdom, Eureka Math, and there's a technical support link. So there'll be videos to tell you how to do certain things, as well as any links to forms or documents that you may need to request something.
Okay, thank you.
But Mom, also, this is Mr. Javis real quick. And this goes to all parents. If we could understand that, now that's the purpose of open house, but also the purpose of open house as well is to reassure you that in 7th grade that we are about communication. So none of your children are going to fall through the cracks. I think the majority of us, I think we only had 2 new teachers. I think we added 3 new teachers to the team. So that's a great thing. So we definitely, and our lead is definitely requiring from us to make sure that we are, using that 24-hour window. So please be mindful, Mom and dads, parents, that communication will not fall short. Like, we're gonna hold them accountable, but I know I'm one of those teachers, and a couple of my a couple of my teammates as well. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, you missed an assignment? We're calling you. We're sending you an email. And then you also have our phone numbers. And as you can see, some of the moms or parents shaking their heads, yes, because we had their kids before. So note that that's what we do. So we got your kids and we got your backs, as long as you got ours.
I have a question. I'm trying to sign in and I can't get signed in where the teacher was talking about. Hello?
I'm sorry, can you repeat what you were saying?
I can't hear.
Could you repeat what you just stated?
I'm trying to get signed in where the teacher was talking back early.
You talking about the parent contact information, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I will send that directly to you in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
How y'all doing?
We're doing
blessed
well.
and highly favored.
Does that include our questions for this afternoon? right. If so, was that somebody else that came on? I'm sorry, I can't see. I don't think so. But thank you guys for coming on and joining us for our open house. We appreciate you. And kids, we'll be ready to see you on Monday.
I can't wait for school.
Have a great day.
Okay.
Great day.
Bye.
Peace, y'all. Peace, peace,
Bye.
peace.